All right, racket number 2. CNBC.
Right out of China, right?
CNBC. The housing market slowdown is showing up in shipping data from China. What are the key points here? As the housing market slows amid higher mortgage rates, orders of home building construction materials such as lumber are down. Shippers also say shipments of appliances are declining. Can you get appliances? You can't get my shower door. Can you get appliances right now, Nicole?
You actually can. You can get appliances.
You can get appliances.
Yeah,
All right, so this is correct according to Nicole. You can't get little hinges on a shower door right now.
The hinges on the shower door. Well, those were on back order. Now new ones. We ordered new ones.
There's a major slowdown in furniture and home decoration orders from China and Vietnam. Despite concerns about inflation and consumer spending, there are indications in the orders data that apparel, footwear, sporting goods remain high in volume ahead of summer and back to school sessions. If anybody has seen that Fabletics
we're going here, huh?
Ad on
Byron was
TikTok,
influenced. Byron was influenced.
But Nicole, I spent $200 on like $700 worth of apparel.
I like it.
It was unbelievable. So I'm with the people. I am one of the idiots that is spending money on crap apparel.
But again,
now.
if you're also reading in the headlines, like Walmart has overbought, Target has overbought, so now they're slashing their prices. So you're now actually benefiting from their over purchase.
Fabletics should have been the marketer of the week for their TikTok ads. What incredible ads!
Yeah, you were influenced.
Father's Day ad.
He won't even. I'll ask him to look up something, and you won't even look some things up because you don't want TikTok to start having it be part of your algorithm.
Yeah. Now
so I don't know what you've
done.
I'm sure you're going to, I don't even know how you got there.
Apparel, golf, real estate, economy. Spending cutbacks by the consumer already led to a decrease in Chinese manufacturing orders by U.S. importers of 20 to 30% as recently reported by CNBC. All right. So Nicole, let's put up the chart here, Bobby, too. China's supply chain. So just maybe like 6 months ago, a lot of these blocks that you see would have been red. Meaning congestion in their supply chain, in whether it's trucks, time in ports, container availability, vessels. But you are seeing yellow, meaning moderate congestion, or green.
Majority is green.
Meaning normal. So they have loosened up the supply chain when we're talking about lumber and building materials. Does it come as a surprise to you?
No, of course not.
Why?
Why am I not surprised that it's...
That you're seeing less lumber material and that stuff being ordered?
Well, I mean, I think there's multiple purposes. I mean, reasons here, but I think the main one though, well, go ahead. Tell us why.
No, what do you think?
No, go ahead.
You don't want to have an input here?
I do. I mean, I think there's many movements. I mean, it's sort of like even the appliances, right? I think that there was such a backlog, and then there was the over order, which then even backlogged the system even more to then get them here to the point now where they're still producing, but now no one is purchasing. So
or less are purchasing.
Well, of course, yeah. So again, it's sort of like what you're seeing again, like we said at Walmart and Target, you know, they're overbuying, making up for the fact that they were so behind to the point now where there's like oversupply. So
we talked about it in the past where there are many builders. It might have been on the walkthrough. Maybe it wasn't on the real word, but there are a list, and there was just quote after quote after quote of builders, whether it's Texas or, you know, Arizona, or these different parts where they're saying...
Well, and that was months ago.
That was like 2 months ago.
That was a while ago.
We're seeing a slowdown. We're feeling it at our model homes. We're not getting as many people because, right, new construction slows down first in the amount of volume, the amount of demand that is out there, meaning, you know, people want to wait 18 months, 6 months, 12 months. And if they're ready to buy.
For sure. I think
not all people.
And that's been the conversation for so long. Are you willing to wait 18 months for your wine fridge to come in? Or, you know, we have to order windows now because it could take 9 months to come in.
To get the house, it could be 9 months.
Right.
Or whatever.
I mean, and again, 9 months is pretty realistic, but there's no freaking way that any builder is able to build at least around here at this point. 9 months is tight. So I agree. I don't think many are willing to wait.
Around here, but I'm talking the Sunbelt states, 9 months is more of a common timeline. Up here, Northeast, it takes people 18 months just to get a permit sometimes.
Yes, that is true.
Here's the deal. This isn't a surprise to me because there's so much uncertainty for builders where, I'm going to just take care of the people that are absolutely sure things and that aren't going to back out, because there is this volatility in the economy, in the interest rate. Makes sense that builders...
Or material costs.
It's very difficult to build a home and people still want it for the price of like, the median house. And it's hard to match up. It's a hard gig for a builder right now. This report, though, does not mean, and I want to stress this because we've talked about it a bunch, and this is how we need to educate consumers in your local community. These are the conversations you need to have.
Mm-hmm.
This report does not mean that housing prices are going to go down.
Right.
Okay. It means that less, what we've been saying over and over again, less transactions are going to take place over the next 12 to 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. We're already seeing it. Fannie Mae, we talked about it in last week's Real Word, is predicting it, right? And amongst others. But here's the reality about right now compared to 2007, where prices fell off a cliff. 5 million more 35-year-olds today than there was in 2007, prime buying age.
Right.
12 million more households today operating than there were in 2007. So more people just need a house.
Yep.
2007, 2.1 new housing starts, new construction that year alone.
Okay.
This year, 1.4 million.
So we're below.
Way below. And we've been below the last 10 years.
Right.
We've talked about that.
Yep. Supply.
50% less inventory today than in 2007, still with inventory starting to tick up. And we know, like we talked about in bracket number 1, you've got 1 out of 4 purchases being made by investors on single family homes. So prices are not going to go down despite the fact that this is one of the reasons prices are going up.
Right.
There's less people building.
Of course.
Now, it's a little surprising that there's less people like maybe fixing up their house that they're currently in.
Well, I mean, but you and I had this conversation, 2 weeks ago? I mean, you were even talking about, again, I know I joke with you about it, but like you were thinking about selling to like, and I'm not now.
I want to say on this podcast, Nicole.
No, you're not. You feel better now?
100%
not selling
the Connecticut house
until you get the shower door.
No. I need the shower door.
Yes.
But I'm 100% not selling it, and I can give you my reasons why if you care.
So my husband and I even had a plan for the next 12 months to do this big addition on the back of our house. I'm pulling back. I'm holding off. I'm pausing it to see. To see what happens in the next 6, 8, 9 months. So it doesn't really surprise me. I think it does not surprise me at all that people are holding back or not, or they've already spent their money. I mean, we were talking about all this. We talked about PPP money, like people like almost have already spent the cash though to sort of increase their homes. I don't know.
So
I'm not surprised, but
I'm not selling the house.
You're not.
So when we do dinner in a couple weeks, when me, you, your husband, my wife, we'll all go out for dinner.
I'm not invited if I don't get the shower door.
If you get the shower door,
the three of
you can come to the dinner.
Yes.
Your husband's invited for sure.
For sure.
But I'll pick up dinner as a thank you for redoing the house, since you're not going to be able to get a commission on selling the house, okay? Because I'm 100% not selling it. I've made that decision.
Good. How do you feel about it?
There's a great, it's an investment house. There's a tax benefit on me utilizing it for business.
Right.
And a little tax write-off there.
And all the money you just spent, that's all a write-off.
Love the house. And it's a better protection of wealth than me taking that cash. And unless I was going to get a much bigger place in Florida or whatever, I'd still have to get something up here. This is a better now with everything going on.
You were going to rent an Airbnb. I mean, the whole thing was asinine. You have children.
I like owning real estate as an asset. In inflationary times, there's no better time to own real estate, to be an owner in it. So I'm keeping it.
And I bet you have a stellar rate over there,
and it would just
too.
I got a great rate.
Yeah.
I would take a big hit on selling it. So it makes no sense when you run the numbers to sell that property.
Okay, good. You heard it here first.
And I believe
folks.
it'll be worth much more in a few years.
Oh, so you're selling in a few years?
No. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on the Real Word YouTube.